What's the dumbest thing you've ever tricked someone into believing? Mine started in the dumbest way possible, with spaghetti. My boyfriend walked into the kitchen while I was separating pasta noodles after boiling them, and out of nowhere he goes, "Why are you measuring the spaghetti like that?" And for some reason, I panicked. I looked at him dead serious and said, "Well, you're supposed to make an odd number of noodles or it ruins the flavor balance." His eyes widened like I had just unlocked a sacred culinary secret. I figured it would stop there, but no. He kept asking follow-up questions. "So what happens if you boil an even number?" I didn't miss a beat. I said, "It throws off the molecular integrity. Pasta cooks better in odd-numbered bundles. It's basic food chemistry." He nodded so seriously. Wow, I had no idea food was so mathematical. This man looked like he'd just found the holy grail of pasta knowledge. And then I made the fatal mistake of enjoying the power. So I kept going. I told him that Italian chefs are trained to count individual spaghetti noodles by touch, that it's part of their culinary exams, and that even-numbered pasta is why instant ramen is considered dishonorable in ancient Italian culture. He ate every word like it was carbonara. Over the next few weeks, I kept reinforcing the lie. I'd casually say things like, "Oops, I almost used an even number. Can you believe that?" And he'd gasp like I almost summoned a demon. One night we had his parents over for dinner. I made pasta, and without even blinking, he started counting the noodles before putting them in the pot. His mom asked what he was doing, and he said, "Oh, just avoiding flavor collapse. Odd pasta only." She looked so confused. I subtly gave her a just go with it look, and to my surprise, she did. She even chimed in, "Oh yes, I remember hearing about that somewhere." And then it spread. His sister picked it up. His dad, his cousin, who's a food blogger, even posted a story about it. Within 2 months, I'd accidentally created a conspiracy theory in this family about spaghetti math. And then came the twist. We were at a dinner party with his entire extended family. His aunt brought a lasagna, and my boyfriend, bless his heart, asked if she had counted the pasta layers and made sure it was an odd number. The aunt looked baffled. "Why would that matter?" And he panicked. He turned to me like a dog whose owner just disappeared. "Wait, babe, tell her about the flavor balance." At that point, half the family looked skeptical, and the other half looked betrayed. So I tried to change the subject. I said, "Ooh, is that garlic bread I smell?" But no one bit. His dad finally asked, "Is this another one of those things like the time we believed that carrots were banned in the 1950s? That was another prank." Long story. My boyfriend just looked at me and said, "Wait, did you make all this up?" And like an idiot, I burst out laughing. Everyone else did too, except him. He stared at me like I'd just revealed I was a government spy. He said, "I taught this to my coworkers. I told my gym trainer to stop eating even pasta." I tried to hug him, but he backed away slowly like I was radioactive. For a full 2 days, he barely spoke to me. But then one night, I came home to see him in the kitchen. He handed me a bowl of spaghetti and said, "It's 67 noodles. You're welcome." Then he smirked and added, "But don't worry, I've already started telling everyone that lemons are pre-ripened bananas. Just wait." So now I live in constant fear of whatever prank war he just declared. But I'll say this, I've never had more fun counting noodles.